Now starts the Southern Maryland Guitar Guru Show, featuring Dan Harsha and Dan Allman. This week's show, we're highlighting the latest in music, life, and culture.
Others through different eyes.
Yo, 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 this is Dan Harsha, and this is the Guitar Gurus. And with me always is
Dan Allman here.
How you doing tonight, bud?
Man, I am excited, energized. Everything, every adverb, accolade, everything you can think of.
Yeah, man.
I'm all that.
Dude, it's a power intro, man.
Hell yeah, we love the power intros, man.
Yeah, man, we're back here again, man. It's another week down.
You know, we've done this so many times, right? A lot.
Right.
And every time we start the intro, when we start recording and we get this thing fired up, I still have that moment where it still feels surreal.
Yeah.
Like, I really can't believe we're still doing this.
Dude, the energy when the record button
2.5
hits.
years of this. We're still doing this. And it still blows me away for the first few minutes. I'm sorry to cut you off.
Hey, man.
I'm excited, man.
Same here, man. Same here. We came back last week, our first show in quite some time. I had a great time just getting back into the mix of things. It was a nice, quick show, standard show.
Yes.
So I think that's cool. So there's no last week's guest to shout out, but I'm extremely thirsty, so I'm starting here right now.
Let's shout out to each other here.
Yeah. Shout out to you, Mr. Alban.
Yeah, and you as well, Mr. Asha.
Yeah, here we go.
Ah, there it is. Pop that top, man. Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, it's been about 9 days since I slammed my head on that concrete.
Yeah.
And I feel fantastic now, man.
It finally came and passed. You're
It
good.
was weird because I hit really hard. I did. I really hit hard.
Yeah.
Couldn't move my neck for a couple days. I think I had whiplash. Probably had a concussion.
Wow.
But you know what? The few weeks leading up to that incident, I was having vision and dizzy spells before then. I haven't had any since then. Is that freaking weird or what?
Dude, it's totally
I don't get it.
2021. That's what it is.
Yeah, it straightened me out.
Yeah, man.
I can see clearly. I mean,
Well, just take it real careful and don't slip and fall for the next couple weeks so it doesn't snap back.
hell no, I can't do that, man. I don't
You'll
wanna
be
do
looking for slippery spots. I'm turning it off. I'm out.
that. Right.
I'm back in.
Back in. So what do you think about the, real quick, I actually did some homework.
Okay.
What do you think about the whole Dave Mustaine going to Gibson? Wow, right?
That's a coup.
It is a coup.
I'll just say this. I'm not trying to differentiate between brands, but Gibson has a bigger checkbook than where he was at.
That's right.
And he ain't getting any younger. He just fought cancer, and God bless him, man. He made a deal.
Yeah.
And go for it, man. I can't wait to check out the product when it's all said and done.
Right. I thought that was an interesting maneuver right there, man. I get it. Like you said, hey, he's getting older. He's looking at things. He's like, I'm going to go back. I'm going to go to Gibson. I'm going to get my actual flying V that
Right.
and expect some really nice signature guitars to come out.
Yeah, right.
As soon
like
as
I
one
said,
comes out, we're going to have one on the show.
If the awesome people at Island Music Company permit it, I'm down.
They will. They're awesome.
Yeah, it was weird last week. Speaking of Island Music and the Guitar of the Week, it was weird last week not having the Guitar of the Week.
Yeah, but you know what? There's one this week.
Oh, yeah, dude. Man.
Those pictures are beautiful.
Yeah, so here, let's do this real quick. Let me break down the show format tonight because we got a little special twist.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll break down the show format, then we'll get the phone system cranking, and we'll get Mr. Higgins on. But, dude, we're going to, just in a moment, get the phone system cranking. We can get David Higgins on for Higgy on the Beat. We're going to find out what's happening in Southern Maryland this weekend with the 10-ounce 12-pack sampler, touch on some music history, do a couple birthday shout-outs, and preview the Southern Maryland music scene. It's kind of back now, right?
Yeah, it is
it's
back.
It's coming back. So that's cool. That's entertaining. That's awesome, and I can't wait for it. Then we're going to transition into the Island Music Company's Guitar of the Week, and this week, how awesome it is to come back. Speaking of Dave Mustaine, if you go back in his further back history, you know that they used to play, Marty and him used to play Jackson's. Marty Friedman still plays Jacksons.
Right.
So this week I had a Jackson wild card soloist in here. And oh my God, wow, dude. That's a Jackson guitar. It's an import, but it's made in South Korea. And it's an awesome guitar.
We've always said don't sleep on those Korean-made models, man.
Dude, South Korea is the new Japan.
Wow.
I keep saying it, and I'll keep reiterating it. And when we talk about this guitar of the week, it just kind of reaffirms it. The quality is top notch, man. It stoked me out, man.
Wow.
It stoked me out. When I literally was at the store to pick it up, I literally thought it was going to say Made in Japan on the back.
Right.
And when I saw South Korea, I went, bingo, I'm down.
Nice.
So, yeah, that's going to be Guitar of the Week. That's going to be awesome to talk about. So, we got that. Then we'll get back into it with the podcast most exciting segment going. The Sean Kirkpatrick, Sean in 60 Seconds.
Yeah.
We'll check in with him, check on his adventures with playing with Girl Crush and more.
More.
We got to check in with him. I'm interested to hear about how that software worked out for him. So,
Yeah.
So we'll get in with that, hang out with him for a minute, do the Sean in 60 Seconds, and that's going to be the standard show this week.
There it is.
All right. So this week for a featured guest, I know that we talked about doing some roundtable conversations, and I'm going to get to that, but there was an incident this past weekend in the local community at one of the shows that involved a featured guest this week. So this week we're going to have Jay Shade on. He was playing a show this last weekend and had an incident there. We're going to let him come on, tell the whole story, get it out there from his side of things, and let him air it out and issue whatever he wants to say about it. There was an incident at his show. I don't want to even talk on it until he gets on the show so he can tell us about it from start to finish. I don't want to give any preconceived notion to anybody listening. I want him to come on fresh slate, tell us what happened and what went down from his side of things, and we'll go with it, man. I just want to hear about it. And then we'll call it a night. We'll keep it brief. He's been on the show before. I just want to talk to him about it. I saw it happen on Sunday. I reached out to him, and he was about it. He said he'd come on and talk to us about it.
Awesome.
So I think it's a stand-up move. I mean, so we'll talk to him, and it's going to be kind of cool, man.
We'll hear everything he's got to tell us about it.
Yeah, I mean, but other than that, man, what a week, dude. It was insane. Episode premiere. A lot of people showed up. That was cool seeing it come back. We need a preview video, dude.
You're going to get one this week. Actually, if you're listening to this now,
right,
you saw it an hour ago.
All right. You're talking words.
Yeah. I didn't do one last week. I was still I still had some scrambled eggs in my head. I was done for. So
there it is.
This week you're getting it, man.
All right. That's cool, man.
Yeah, and from every week from here on, back to the Thursday video.
Yeah.
Featuring yours truly.
Right. Well, dude, yeah. So that's been up. How would anything to report on for you before we get the phone system cranking? What do you want to say? You got time?
Yeah, I got time. What do I want to really get into? I just want to say that it's good to see the schedule kicking off as much as it has.
Right.
So good for you, everybody. That's really great that people are out doing things again and playing and enjoying themselves.
Yeah.
And I can't get into it this week.
Right.
I might get into it next week as a teaser.
A teaser, all right.
I have a teaser possibly for you next week.
All right.
So for this week, I just want to say, hey, you guys out there, keep doing what you're doing, man.
Yeah.
Keep doing it. Keep supporting each other.
Yeah.
And keep practicing.
Yeah. Don't
give up. Just keep on doing it.
Yeah, man. I've been getting in some awesome practicing sessions myself.
That's great.
I've been waking up super early in the morning and actually practicing guitar like 5:30 in the morning, man.
Wow.
I do a 5:30 to 6:15 session.
That's great.
I just get my day going. And then during the day, I still grab it here and there and just strum a couple chords when I can. So then I'm getting in some good quality playing, but you got to I'm getting up early every day to do it. So not everybody can do all that.
Not really.
I'm a weirdo like that, but but that's what I've been doing. Real quick before we get the show going, I want to give a quick shout out to a cool person that I met online. While I was out for the 2 months recuperating and everything, I started playing a lot of video games with my downtime.
Yeah.
And I joined this cool, awesome online gaming community. And I've been rolling with these cats for a couple months, and they're an awesome group of people. But last night we were playing a couple matches, and I owe a shout out to Miss Higgy. She's the most passionate Call of Duty player I know. She gets into matches and she just turns people out. She don't give a shit.
Wow.
And I love rolling with her. And when me and her get in the games, man, it's just a riot because, you know, I'm a talker, right?
Yeah.
And she's a talker, right? So I might have her on the show. She's that good of a talker.
Wow.
So, you know, anything about playing music, but I might do 5 minutes just because she's all like, it's cool, man. But nah, man.
right.
But shout out to Miss Jiggy. I hope your eyes are doing better. It's real crazy. She's had a couple eye procedures done, and she's having problems with her drops. And I've had my wife helping me help her get the right drops because I know it's super important with that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So, shout out Miss Jiggy. I hope your eyes are doing better, and can't wait to game with you tomorrow night.
There you
Crank
go.
it, man.
There
But
you
yeah,
go.
dude, that's what I got this week, man. I've been practicing guitar, never letting it leave me. You know, I start early every day. That's the message to the community. If you want to practice, you want to play guitar, the only person holding you back is yourself.
That is absolutely true. That is the absolute truth. It is that and nothing else.
Right. My fingers have been called octopus fingers before. There's a reason, because I wake up early.
It's because you wake up and they're slimy, like octopus.
I can fret the fingerboard fucking crazy.
Right.
Yeah, that's just
Well,
it.
see, you're lucky because most people in their 40s wake up and their fingers are stiff and can't move.
Well, dude,
No matter what you do.
before my hospital incident, I knew actually how that felt.
Yeah,
I
you
stopped
had to
playing.
give
Dude,
couple
trust me,
hours.
I'm so excited they don't hurt no more. That's why I'm practicing every
Right,
morning.
right.
Because it was almost taken away from me.
Yeah, it takes a couple hours in the morning to get everything worked out and the joints and all that stuff. But
Nope, I'm rolling, dude. I'm rolling.
that's great, man.
Yeah, man. So I've been jamming, practicing, doing everything, man. So I'm cool, dude. Well, shit, dude. Let's just kick it off, man. Let's get Higgy on the phone. What do you think?
Hell yeah, let's do it.
All right, man. Give me some soothing tones.
Soothing tones right here. We got Higgy on the beat, the Southern Maryland Chronicle, right here on the Southern Maryland Guitar Guru Show.
There we go, dude. It's ringing. We're locking in the signal. Old school. Come on, Higgy.
Good evening, gurus.
Hey, Higgy. What's happening, buddy?
What's going on, brother?
Nothing, dude. We're in the studio hanging out, taping the show, getting ready to preview the 10-ounce 12-pack sampler with you. And Mr. Albin's just been talking my ear off. Mr. Albin, say hi to Higgy.
Higgy. Hello, sir.
What's up, brother?
How
What's
are
going
you?
on?
Dude, how are you, man? You doing good?
I'm doing wonderful.
Hell yeah, I'd love to hear that, man. You got some positive energy in you, man. And I'm digging it. Digging it hard.
It's the first time today.
That's great. Thank you for reserving it for us. We appreciate that.
I've been saving it all day.
Awesome.
Right.
All right, man. So, what in the world is going on that you can enlighten us with? Everything, right?
There's a lot of good music this weekend.
But there is, isn't there?
Well, dude, that's what I needed to hear, Higgy. Let's just jump into it, man. Tell us what's going on.
All right, good evening, Southern Maryland. I'm Dave Higgins for Higgy on the Beat, coming to you live from the Southern Maryland Chronicle newsroom. This weekend's going to be cloudy with some rains, but the highs will be in the mid-50s with the lows down to near 40 at night. So let's get started with what's on tap this weekend in Southern Maryland with your 10-ounce 12-pack sampler, courtesy of Lynn Area. On Friday, February 26th, Jay Shade will be at Stoney's Clark's Landing in Hollywood at 6 p.m.
Cool.
Over at the Green Turtle Sports Bar in California, you got the Revival Acoustic at 6 p.m. Down in Charlotte Hall, Greg Barrick's going to be rocking his acoustic sounds at Helen's Cafe at 6.
Ooh, a rare Greg Barrett solo show. Cool.
Yes, and the band Maryland Monroe, Maryland as the state, will be making its debut at 8 p.m. at Toots Bar in Hollywood.
Wow, that's cool, man.
On Saturday, feel like going across the bridge over to Colonial Beach, check out Dockside Restaurant with Steel Toe Flip Flop at 5:30. 6 p.m., you got Levi Stevens over at Stoney's Clark Landing in Hollywood.
All right.
Never Too Late's going to be rocking it in St. Leonard at the Tavern at 8 p.m.
Okay.
And then my good buddy Jay Shade and his band, The Social, are going to be having his birthday celebration at 8 p.m. at Toots Bar in Hollywood.
Sure.
Hydra FX will be next door at 8 p.m. at Last Drop Country Bar. And then 3 Days of Rain will be making their debut at Days Off Deli and Grill in California at 9 p.m.
Oh, wow. New venue for them. That's cool.
Yep. All right, on Sunday, February 28th at 2 p.m., you're going to have Loose Change playing in Belle Alton at the Eight Hangers Bar and Grill.
Oh, cool.
And then at 3 p.m., you got Jack McNutt and Dave Hamner at Toots Bar.
Oh, acoustic duo for those guys.
Yes. Now, when going out in public, please wear your mask when social distancing is not possible. Help keep our restaurants and bars open by abiding by these simple steps to help prevent the spread of COVID. If you're partaking in adult beverages, please have a DD or plan for an Uber or Lyft. And as always, enjoy and support local music.
That's right, dude. That's an awesome schedule, man.
Saturday night's going to be wild.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, no doubt.
That's kind of like old school, man. Some new bands on there.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, dude, I'm not seeing some bands I saw last year on this list this year. So
Yeah, so I mean, there's a few things, and then you know, also with the whole restrictions on how they could do things, several members in different bands would start going out and doing acoustic shows too.
right.
That's right.
So you're seeing a lot of that too. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's the market is reacting to what's being thrown to it. You know,
Yep.
everybody's just seeing how they can figure out to schedule around the rules. So I get it.
Yep.
Cool. Let's touch on some history.
All right. February 25th in music history, 1956, Elvis Presley had his first national hit, I Forgot to Remember to Forget, went to number 1 on the Billboard Country and Western chart. The Beatles covered this song once for the BBC radio show From Us to You on May 1st, 1964, with George Harrison as lead vocals.
That's pretty cool.
1957, Buddy Holly recorded a new version of That'll Be the Day at Norman Petty Recording Studio in Clovis, New Mexico. The title being taken from the phrase used by John Wayne in the film The Searchers.
That's way, way cool. That's super cool.
Very cool.
1972, written after the Bloody Sunday Massacre in Northern Ireland, Paul McCartney and Wings released Give Ireland Back to the Irish. The song was banned by the BBC and the IBA. It peaked at number 16 in the UK and number 21 in the US.
Wow, that's pretty controversial.
Well, the British
Yeah.
were always trying to censor what they didn't believe. Never mind.
Yeah.
And in 1972, Led Zeppelin appeared in front of over 25,000 fans at the Western Springs Stadium in Auckland, New Zealand, the group's first ever gig in New Zealand, and the largest crowd to ever attend a concert on the island. A special train was chartered from Wellington to bring fans to the concert. News reviews the next day reported that the band could be heard over 5 miles from the stadium.
That's so rock and
Yeah.
roll. It's fucking awesome.
That's my favorite band, man.
All right, so Southern Maryland musicians having birthdays this week. February 23rd, that was Tuesday, the day we're taping. Max Tucker from the Robbie Booth Band.
Yeah, happy
Max.
birthday, Mux.
All
Max.
right, buddy.
And as I alluded to earlier with the band social, Mr. Jay Shade will be celebrating his birthday on February 27th.
Yeah, we're going to have him on in a little bit, so that'll be kind of cool.
Yep. And that's your weekly wrap on music news. Check me out on Facebook.com/Higgy on the beat. And as always, follow the Chronicle on Facebook at Facebook.com/SOMD Chronicle or SouthernMarylandChronicle.com for all your local, state, and regional news, weather, and sports.
Yeah, man, that's cool. Hey, Jay's going to be addressing what happened this weekend at his show, this past
Yes,
weekend.
I heard about that.
So we're going to have on that. We didn't tell the audience what happened. We're just letting him tell the whole story. That way there's no pollution.
Yeah.
So we'll see what's up, but I look forward to it, man. But thanks for everything, Dave. This is cool. Higgy, we'll see you next week. What do you think?
All right, guys. Have a great show.
All right, buddy.
brother. Be good.
Take it easy. See you.
Bye.
Bye. Dude, that's Higgy on the beat.
Hell yeah, man. He is. He's got the pro format down. He's in and out like a robbery.
Dude, freaking
Wow.
dude, seeing how he's augmented the segment over the 2 years, man.
Yeah.
Pro, dude.
If you go back and listen to the early episodes when we first came on, it's a lot different.
Yeah, I
Not
mean, dude, he's really good at it now, man.
Yeah.
This is really cool. So yeah, shout out Higgy, man, and the
Hell yeah.
Southern Maryland Chronicle for letting him be here.
Yep.
You know?
Exactly.
I mean, that's huge, man. And he's reporting on Southern Maryland news. If you feel that your band should be on the 10-ounce 12-pack sampler, give Lynn Arion a message, give me a message, give Higgy a message, and we'll make it work, man. I have no reason not to promote you.
That's correct.
Unless you double cross us.
It's well, yeah.
I mean, that hasn't happened lately, has it?
No.
Really? I'll just say this, Southern
I don't
Maryland.
want the controversy here.
There's a
man.
there's a band snake in the grass out there. Y'all should be careful. That's all I'm saying.
Wow, you know how many messages I'm gonna have to fucking reply to now?
Well, fuck with us. That's what happens.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna name you.
No.
I'm just gonna tell people someone tried to fuck us, and actually they did fuck us. And
Yeah. I
that
guess you're
motherfucker
right.
might be exposed one day, but he knows who he is. He's a pussy, and
Wow, here we
fuck
go.
him. And that's all I'll say. So,
Okay.
I'll just tease that. I'll let everybody wonder. And guess what? His band was on the schedule last week, so fuck him. And now we're gonna go right into the Island Music Company's Guitar of the Week.
Alrighty.
And this week, dude, like I said earlier, Jackson Guitars. We had the limited edition Wild Card Series Soloist SL2P. Dude, imagine the innovative and high-tech Jackson Soloist model on steroids. And that's what you have here with this limited edition. It features upgrades that were typically found on custom shop models only. And what I mean by this is the cap wood. The cap was seriously thick, quarter inch, it was legit.
Yeah,
Like
right.
you could see the trim around the edge of guitar. And it was just a sweet ass guitar, man. Cutting an elegant figure, the SL2P features an ergonomically contoured Adler body and popular burl top and transparent black burst finish with masked off natural binding and color match pointy headstock. Headstock was awesome. Just classic Jackson. Had
Totally,
the logo.
man. It was 80s as hell, man.
Dude, but that's
That's
if you
their
look-
signature.
That's it's like when you look at a Fender Strat.
Yeah, you can see the headstock from 30 feet away at a place, and you don't have to read that it says Jackson. You know it's theirs.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it hosting 24 jumbo frets on an outlined Polaroid shark fin inlay at the 12th fret. This 12 to 16 inch compound radius bound ebony fingerboard is designed for highly technical light speed playing. More curved by the nut and for comfortable chording, and it flattens out as you move up the neck. So when you're up top, chording C's,
Wow.
G's,
Dang.
F's, falls right into place. You get down to do your business down at the higher registers, it's flat.
Wow.
And you just tear it up, dude.
Smart.
Dude, that's compound radius, dude.
Yeah, because it's versatile. It's a versatile guitar. You don't have to, this is my lead guitar. No, you can play rhythm with this guitar.
Right.
And lead.
Now, when you notice when you look at the pictures of the fretboard, it's blank and just has that inlay at the 12th fret. A lot of players like the dots on the fretboard, so it's just easy mental memory to know where you're
Yeah.
at. Well, when you're on stage with this has the luminol inlays on the side, so
Right.
they glow in the dark on stage, so you see them anyway.
Yes.
Pointo, done.
Plan.
Dude, and what makes this guitar also very special, it has a pair of multi-voice Fishman Fluence modern PRF-MHB pickups, and they're directly mounted to the body for improved vibration transfer. The reimagined set delivers the most sought-after humbucking tones from modern active pickup sounds to super hot, high-output humbucking tones. You can explore the instrument's versatile voice with a three-way toggle switch, single volume control, and a tone control with a push-pull knob to switch from active to passive tone for a more dynamic picking attack, dude.
Wow.
The push-pull pot,
Right.
seriously, on any modern guitar should be standard.
It should be standard.
I mean,
here, right?
not on this. Look, Strats are Strats, and there's certain models that have that on, but you're always going to have a Strat that's spec to the vintage because that's what we want. But even some Strats should have that too, and they do with different configurations. Push-pull pot, super flexible, highly recommend on any guitar. If you're purchasing a new guitar in today's age, unless you're going for a vintage spec instrument, the push-pull tone knob should be standard all the time.
Agreed.
All right. Let me get back into this. Went on a tangent, you know.
Yeah. What the hell?
So look, it's got the other body with the popular burl top. And when you go and check out the instrument at Island Music, you'll notice that the top cap is about a 1/4 inch thick. It's not thin laminate that they use typically in overseas construction. They're giving you the legit Japanese treatment of an instrument of a quality of that standard. And it's really awesome, man. I just can't believe that they went all out for this instrument like this. It's really cool. And then, of course, it's got the Floyd Rose original double locking tremolo bridge system. It's not a license. It's the real Floyd Rose system. So, you can dive bomb your delights.
Dive bomb, yeah.
Dive bomb and tear it up, man. And it'll all be good, man. But this guitar, Jackson, like I said, it's a limited edition wild card series because I could tell that they did a special run. Because one, it's not available at all retailers like all other guitars. So Island is one of the selected retail partners to get this instrument at.
Right.
And there's only, I think, one online situation. So I wouldn't even bother with them because no one's shopping there right now.
No. Go get it locally and you can get it set up and done right.
Right. And it's got a sweet setup on it already. So
Did it
you're
really?
getting it's killer.
That's great.
So it's brand new out in the market. It's a new piece. It's newer to the market. So, and not everybody has it. So if you're in the market for a guitar, you're thinking Jackson, man, I'd scoop down the Highland, check it out, do a couple amps. You're gonna take it home, man.
Yeah.
If you really need a guitar, I mean, if you don't need a guitar, you're just going there just to see it. I get it. But if you're like, damn, man, I gotta get something today and I want something good,
Right.
it's on the list of contenders. But yeah, dude, it's cool, man. Let's get into the specs, and then we'll put this one to bed. But Island Music Company, La Plata, Maryland. You guys are awesome. You've always had the gurus back. You've never tried to do us wrong, and we've always held you guys in a high regard. So can't thank them enough for having this instrument here with us this week, man.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Yeah, so here's the specs. So of course it's a double cutaway solid body guitar. The top wood is that awesome burl poplar and the transparent black finish. It's an alder wood with a gloss finish. It's multi-piece neck, and it's a neck through construction. So it's not plated on. It's not bolt on.
Right.
It's got a proprietary truss rod system, a satin neck finish. So on the back of the neck, dude, you're just gliding. It's not the sticky gloss.
It's built for speed.
It's built for speed. Damn right, man. Of course, the fingerboard material is ebony. It's got the compound radius fingerboard, so it's curved at the top and flattens out at the bottom.
Sweet.
25.5-inch scale length. So it's that sweet-ass scale length everybody can just fly on. We've all known it our whole life. 24 jumbo frets. And, of course, it has that one inlay at the 12th fret. It's the shark-finned inlay, this classic Jackson shark fins.
Yeah.
So that's cool. The nut width is 1.69 inches or 43 millimeters. And, of course, it's a locking nut for the Floyd Rose tremolo system. The electronic system in here, of course, is that Fishman humbucker system. It's got the master volume, master tone with the push-pull pot. And it's just killer, man. Let's see here. 6 strings, right-handed. And, of course, it was made in South Korea, man, with all the other fine instruments that are made in South Korea.
Yes, sir.
But, wow, man, as the pictures see, man, I mean, this is...
Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Wow, man, I love these woods, man.
Yeah, you always present it in such a great way. And these pictures are amazing. And, we've said this before.
Yeah.
Yes, the pictures are freaking awesome. You do a hell of a job presenting this thing.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Right. But at the same time, you have to go down and get it in your hands.
But I purposely don't photograph the back or sides because that's what I want people to go when they go to see the instrument. Be like, oh, this is the other parts.
Yeah.
I'm finding more.
Right.
You get excited about it.
Yeah, leave them something they have to see for themselves and know what it's like to look down and see that side up top.
Yeah. So
And the back and,
Yeah, so if you're listening now and you go to the store to check the guitar out, when you're having it set up and you're playing it, just look down at it and look how thick the cap wood is.
Right.
It's awesome for import.
Yeah.
And just look how it all puts together, how the neck is with the satin finish.
Well, it sounds extremely generous for an import, what they put in this thing.
It's priced right for what they're doing. And we're going to
Okay.
get to that in a second. and actually, I'm glad you brought up to that point because that leads into the next part of the Guitar of the Week.
It's been a while since I've done this part.
Dude, and everybody's been waiting for this one, man. So this is actually like super, super cool. So right now, man, back in the game, first one of 2021. What do you think of this Jackson guitar
There
cost?
we go.
But let me just run it down to you real quick,
Yep.
so that way you can get an honest answer, okay?
You got it.
All right, see how we're doing on time. Yeah, we're good. All right, perfect. All right, so it's made in South Korea to a Japanese premium standard.
Right.
Okay, Japanese premium standard.
Got that.
Real top material, 1/4 inch thick, that burl wood.
Yep.
Gloss finish, neck through construction, Floyd Rose, special Fishman upgraded pickups, electronics, not the standard passive electronics.
Yes, sir.
And no, I think it just comes with a gig bag.
Okay.
It's a gig bag.
All right. I have an idea. Like, it's been a couple months since I've had to do this,
Right,
and I never researched these ahead of time.
right.
All right. I'm going to say, as I pause while the guesses come up on the screen, I love people are starting to guess with me now.
Yeah.
I really love that. You guys are
I'm interested.
You guys are so awesome with the guesses. I love you for that.
So let's see if these track prices.
All
We
right.
know what Chinese guitars cost. We know what Indonesian guitars cost. This is on the same standard as Japanese premium.
Yes.
It's just, we're going to call it South Korea premium.
There you go.
So what do you think?
All right, guys. Here's Albin's guess of the week for the Guitar of the Week, sponsored by Island Music. I'm going with $16.99.
Wow, dude, you are very close. You're a little shy, but man, you're right there, dude.
Wow,
You're right there.
not bad
Dude.
for 2 months.
Not bad at all, because right now you go down to Island Guitar, the retail on this guitar is $17.99.
Wow, sweet. I
Yeah.
feel good, man.
And it's worth every penny.
It is.
I'm telling you,
Absolutely.
if you got that guitar actually made in Japan, I know it's going to be north of $2,500. It's on that same. I'm going to say it, man. It's on that same level of quality as an Ibanez. Oh man, think about it. I got the guy Joe Satriani.
All right,
Satriani.
yeah, right.
I had one here. It was like $2,700.
Yeah.
It's on the same level of quality as that instrument.
Wow.
Bar none. I will stand on it. So yeah. So you're getting a value about $800 because
Yeah.
that's what it should cost if it came from Japan because it's in that style. And if it came from U.S., you're at $3,500.
Exactly.
So
There's
I
the
mean,
difference.
dude, if the guitar screams value, it
Yeah.
screams good tone, and at Island Music you can find the most awesome customer service. They're always going to have your back. They'll never try to do you wrong.
That's right.
And they'll keep you right, man.
Yep, there
it's,
it is.
It's just good, man. And we love Island Music here, and they love us. I saw the post today.
Yes.
They're sharing it. I
it
mean,
was
they're-
great.
Dude, their social media team is just super down there.
They have stepped it up really hard over the last year or so.
Really.
Good for them, man. They're really picking up the game now.
Right.
And there's a lot of community support that rallies around them, and us included, and you guys as well. So here we are with another great instrument sponsored by them another week.
Yeah.
That, in this case, like Dan said earlier, this isn't a guitar that you're going to find everywhere.
Nope.
Not this one.
Nope. Not at all, dude.
No.
Like,
And to have it in La Plata at Island, that says something about their business model. That, here you go. You know, we want this in our store because we know it's a quality instrument.
right.
Yeah.
And dude, it's quality, man. Bravo, Jackson. I'm glad to have them back, man.
Yeah, man.
This is real cool, and thank you, Island, man. What an awesome guitar, and I can't wait to get back to the store this Friday and see what Jack and company's got ready for us,
Hell yeah, man. They were so excited to find out when we were coming back.
Dude, it made me happy,
And
man.
here we are, man. Where
Dude.
everybody's happy right now.
That's what I'm saying, man. They've always done us right. The community's always done us right, and I'm just proud by it. And it's all good, man. It's an Island Music Company.
It's all good.
Yeah, I mean, the community's awesome. It's all good, man.
That's right.
So we're good, man. Let's transition, dude. I'm ready to talk to Sean Kirkpatrick. Are you
It's
ready to
time
talk?
for Sean, man.
Good deal, dude. Well, give me some soothing tones.
All
I'll
right,
get 'em
it's
on.
time for the most dangerous segment in podcast history. Sean in 60 seconds, right here on the Southern Maryland Guitar Gurus Show.
Oh, it's ringing. I'm digging it. Come on, Sean. He always makes us wait a couple rings.
Yeah, he's a drama queen.
Good evening, gurus.
Hello, Mr. Kirkpatrick. How are you, sir?
Good evening.
I'm doing fantabulous. How are you?
Oh, man, dude, we just finished talking about the kick-ass Jackson guitar that we had from Island Music in here. So I'm through the moon, really.
Oh, man, I saw the pictures of that thing, man. It looks awesome. You got to play that all weekend?
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah. Dude, it's like that one gif on Twitter with Jack Nicklaus doing the yeah. That's me every Friday when I get in the car and I'm heading home. I'm like, yeah.
Here we go.
Right, dude. So, yeah, man, it was awesome. But now we got you on the phone, and we're curious to know what's going on in your world, and I'm curious to know what's up with that software that you talked about last week. So what's up?
So, unfortunately, I did not get a chance to actually try it out yet, so I don't have any conclusive evidence yet. I know. Shit fell through the roof. But hope maybe we'll get to try it out this week. I'm not sure.
Right.
The gig, however, went amazingly, I thought. It's weird now. Like in Falston anyway, I think they're at like 50% capacity.
Right.
There's a big ass building that we were playing at, and people were coming down with their masks on and watching for a little bit, and then went back upstairs. But I mean, they had tables everywhere, people everywhere. A bunch of videos showed up online from the show, and it was a great time, man. It just feels good to get back into it,
I bet, man. I bet. Was the energy flowing, man?
The energy was insane. I mean, it was just. There's always that weird trepidation that you feel when you get out there, and it's like, I don't know if I should go and mingle with people, because I mean that used to be part of the job, was like if you're in a band, you go and talk to 5 people every show, and if you have 4 people in the band, that's 20 new fans or whatever.
Right.
That's not really a thing anymore.
Yeah, I know,
So-
man. That sucks.
Yeah, but I mean.
Do you go, what's your Instagram handle? I'll follow you. From across the room.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
I mean, I had a hard enough time as it was when I could actually at least see people in loud situations. I mean, I'm terrible at hearing as it is. I can barely hold a conversation when people are wearing a mask. I can't tell what the hell anybody's saying. I'm just like shaking my head, nodding, like yeah.
Yeah, did you always find yourself like trying to read lips back in the day because you couldn't hear?
Yeah, right.
Oh yeah.
Just try to get an idea of where they're coming from. So if you know to say yeah or nah. I do that
Right,
shit
like
all the time.
looking, using their facial expressions to see how they feel about it.
Yeah, like oh wow, that really happened. Yeah.
But I'm definitely a lip reader kind of person. Like I'm basically freaking deaf at this point from gigging so much and loud noises and whatnot. So
Yeah, I agree with that, dude. I struggle with the hearing a lot.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'm on the car phone and I just elevate my voice because I can't hear myself sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And it's very frustrating because people are like, "Why are you talking so loud?" I'm like, "I can't hear them. Deaf.
Yeah.
Have some
exactly.
compassion."
I get into the same thing that happened to me today. Like,
Yeah.
I won't mention this person, but I live with her,
Ah.
and she always wants to like turn around and face the other way when she starts saying something. And I always say, you got to turn around and face me and stop walking the other way if you want to talk to me,
Right.
because I can't hear what you're saying.
Right.
And there's like frustrations, like you don't understand. I need you to face me so I can hear you.
Right. So I can read your lips.
If you're turned your back to me and you're walking away, I have no idea if you're even talking.
Right.
Yeah,
Well, I mean,
we're all compromised, man.
Well, as musicians, when you're wearing headsets and you train your ears to listen to your instrument and channel everything else out,
Yeah.
dude, in conversations, dude, I'll turn people out just not even trying to. It just happens.
Right.
yeah,
It's you've trained yourself to do that.
Listen to what you're listening to,
Yeah. Right.
if that makes sense.
Yes.
Right.
That does make sense.
That's what you should research for next week, man. That phenomenon.
yeah, like tunnel vision, but for hearing.
Ah,
Right,
there
well,
you
dude,
go.
it's crazy. Like, if I'm doing bass tracks, I can turn my ears to bass.
Right.
But and I could switch to guitars, but there's like a 20-minute transition it takes. But it's weird, man. I just can't explain. I'm glad we're brought.
Yeah,
this
you
brought-
can
got
you
brought
can
up.
shut out all the background noise in an instant if you need to,
Yeah.
and just try to focus on what you're focused on.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Like
The only
when
thing I
go
can't
outside
focus
and-
on is what people are talking about.
Right, exactly. But I can go outside at my house and focus on the woodpecker that's in the tree and not hear any cars.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, we all get that way, but man, dude, I'm sorry to hear about all
No
this.
pun intended.
Yeah.
Yeah, like half the time I'm in a conversation, it feels like I'm talking to the teacher from Charlie Brown.
Right. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. So you got any good shit on the horizon here in the near future, buddy?
Yeah, this weekend we're playing again at Cancun Cantina in Hanover.
Yeah.
Have you been here? You've been heard some of the stories about that place over the last year?
We've had some people talk about it.
Yeah, they have. I guess they were like the most notorious of the guys trying to fight all the COVID lockdown stuff. Apparently, when it was first happening,
Yeah.
they got in trouble a couple of times for that. But apparently, they've been minding their P's and Q's since the incident, I suppose.
Okay.
I don't know if it was like a specific incident or not, but I mean, they had shows going on way past the lockdown was supposed to happen and everything, and everybody was supposed to be all calm and everything. So, yeah, I mean, they had Doc Martin and the Flannels there last weekend.
Right.
I saw some pictures from that, and it seemed like yeah, man, everybody's just. I feel like there's not going to be any bad shows for a while once everything opens back up, because people are just dying to get out.
That, and then all the bad bands didn't make it because they couldn't stay together.
Hey.
I know. I'm just saying, dude.
Hold on now. That's a controversial statement, Mr. Harsha.
I'm just bullshitting.
I know, we're having fun, man.
Yeah, man.
Like
relax.
you say, bad bands couldn't stay together, so
What's
they
a
broke
bad
up.
band gonna call me up and say, "Hey, man, don't call me bad"?
You know, and then Sean goes, people are dying to get out. I'm like, well, a year ago, they were dying if they went out.
Right. Oh.
Yeah.
So you got to, I'm sorry, everyone. But yeah, well, you're absolutely right. It's, people are they're going to go out, I think, and be on their best behavior as far as not like starting bullshit like the old days.
I mean, like
You
fighting.
go to some bars, it's like, man, there's always these people who just start shit. People are just
Yeah, there's
glad to
definitely
be
no
out.
fights.
Yeah, so all that's going to stop, man, for a while anyway. You know, just
Yeah.
because we're out, let's not fuck it up.
In
know?
Oklahoma, they had a bar
Go
fight this
ahead,
past
go
weekend.
out and have a good time and just don't be a jackass. And everyone is going to enjoy and we're all going to have a good time.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah, I mean, some people don't know how to handle themselves. Other people are professional drunks now, so.
I am one of those.
Me too.
Sir.
Well, shoot, man.
I have honed my skills to a level I didn't think was possible.
I hear you.
And before then, I was already phenomenal.
Right.
A lot of drinking with that guy.
Hell
Done
yeah.
A lot of drinking with that
A
guy.
lot of drinking over here.
Yeah.
Still no time missed from work. Ever.
That's the boss move.
Hell yeah, man. I can't wait till I start playing again. I'm going to find out how out of shape I really am.
Yeah. You won't make it through a song without your hand going, holy shit, you haven't played 5 minutes like this in fucking forever.
Exactly.
Oh, man.
I'm scared about that, man.
That's serious.
After a 4-hour gig playing drums, man, I was on my ride home. You know, I was kind of buzzing for a little bit. Then we packed up and got in the car. And as soon as I sat down in the car, it was like my whole body was just like, dude, what the fuck did you just do?
Just into shock. Your muscles were like, fuck you, man.
Right. I woke up the next day in bed, and I'm just like, all right, I'm going to stay here for the next 5 hours.
God. It's conditioning, man.
Yeah, man.
And, you know, that's another great topic is I would be curious to see how many of our local friends actually work out just so they can play, you know. There are people who probably do that.
Yeah, I mean, that's a big thing for me that I didn't realize I was doing when we were playing before, you know, playing 2 shows or a show, at least 1 show a weekend. You know, you take for granted the just the conditioning that you're in at that point. It's like, you know, you take a break for a couple weeks and then you go back to it and it just hurts.
Yeah.
I was practicing in the studio last week, and you know, I played for like an hour and a half straight, and my wrist started tightening up. And you know, I'm like deathly scared of carpal tunnel and stuff like that happening, because you know that's my livelihood. You know, that's my thing.
Right.
But if I end up having any issues like that, you know, I'll be decommissioned for a while. I can't really afford that right now. You know.
I understand that.
No, sir. You got to keep those wrists nimble.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord. Hey, but seriously, man, we're coming up on the break. Dude, it's been great to have you this week. But next week, research that hearing phenomenon, man. Let's talk about that. I think that'd be kind of cool.
Oh, yeah. I'll definitely look into that.
Yeah, that'd be kind of fun.
Hell yeah.
I'm interested to hear all about it.
Right.
Tunnel hearing.
Yeah.
There you go.
And then see if y'all can use that software, because I really want to know about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll definitely I'll try and get a chance to look into it. Like I said, I'm doing a lot of practicing on my own, so it's hard to get everybody together and at the same time in front of their computers. So
I understand that. I understand that a lot. But that's
Yeah,
cool.
Brother.
Well, cool, dude. Well, we'll see you back next week, all right?
all right, guys, thanks for having me.
Hey, we're always going to have you, brother.
Yeah, dude. Always.
All right, guys, appreciate it.
All right, Sean. Check you next week, brother. See ya.
All right, man.
All right, later.
Good night. Bye.
Sean Kirkpatrick. Sean in 60 seconds.
Only here on the Southern Maryland Guitar Guru Show.
Yeah, what a great segment.
I love it, dude.
It's awesome.
Dude, talking to him is,
It's always great, man.
dude, it just puts me in a better mood. I don't even remember blowing up earlier in the show.
See?
But see?
Yeah.
Don't know. Look here, see? Look here,
Yeah,
see?
there it is. All right, check out Sean Kirkpatrick with more. And with Girl Crush, you know, the guy's getting it done. You know, go out and support and check him out, man. The guy's a phenomenal drummer.
He definitely is, dude. Definitely is. Well, cool, dude. We're up on the break. What do you think? Take a break. We'll come
Hell
back.
yeah.
We'll talk to Mr. Jay Shade. Find out what happened this weekend in the Southern Maryland. Let him clear the air. I think it'll be good for the community to hear that this whole situation. Once you hear his side, I just think it'd be better let him explain it. Then we'll ask him questions.
Exactly.
And then we'll get out of here for tonight. Then we'll be back next week. And I'm going to tease this right now. You got to listen in for the next part of the show, because I'm going to reveal who next week's guest is. And everybody's going to be, oh, my God, he's finally coming on the show.
Yep.
I'm going to tease that. What do you think?
Oh, dude, I was hoping you would.
Perfect. Well, dude, we'll be right back. This is the Southern Maryland Guitar Guru Show with Dan and Dan. We are Southern Maryland's #1 choice for music talk radio, and we'll be right back after this. Tattoos last forever. They're a permanent statement about your personality and style. Do you want to spend the rest of your life with ink that looks like it's been done by some junior apprentice? Or do you want a custom tattoo from Christopher Lane Tattoos? Chris has over 10 years in the biz and uses the best ink and machines in the industry. Check out Christopher Lane Tattoo's Instagram feed today, and you will just see for yourself that he does some of the finest work in the Southern Maryland area. Give him a follow today, and you will just marvel over the attention to detail in his work. Christopher Lane Tattoos on Instagram is your start on a pathway to tattoo bliss. Book your appointment through Christopher Lane Tattoo's Instagram private messaging service for an exclusive bonus that only Guitar Guru listeners are eligible for. Follow Christopher Lane Tattoos on Instagram today. Yo, 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 Albin, let's talk site maintenance solutions with Cooper Construction.
Okay, great. Why are we outside?
I wanted you to see how Cooper Construction's handling my site with the installation of my new septic tank system.
Oh, I'm loving all this heavy equipment I'm seeing.
You need this kind of equipment for this type of work.
You say, do you?
Yeah, man. Cooper Constructions offers complete site solutions for septic tanks and mounds, lot clearing up to 3 acres, and most importantly, stormwater management.
Okay, let me get this straight. Cooper Construction offers site maintenance for lot clearing, septic systems, and stormwater management?
You are correct.
Does Cooper Construction have all the credentials needed for this type of work?
Yes, they do, my friend. Cooper Construction has over 20 years experience in the construction world.
How do we get a hold of them?
That's easy. Just dial 301-683-7766 and ask for a site visit today. Again, that number is 301-683-7766. Give them a call. You can also reach them on the web at buildwithcooper.com. Cooper Construction. From site to site, they will treat you right.
What's up, y'all? This is Sam Grow, and you're listening to the Southern Maryland Guitar Guru Show.
The Southern Maryland Guitar Gurus, the only guys that would do a live broadcast from Dog Patch. We see each other through different eyes.
Oh yeah, we're back from break. It's the Southern Maryland Guitar Guru Show with Dan and Dan. We are Southern Maryland's #1 choice for music talk radio, and the show is just on fire tonight. Wow, dude, it's just awesome in here. Well, yeah, how you doing, man?
Those are facts. You're just stating facts at this point.
Right, dude. Higgy came on. Did Higgy on the beat. 10-ounce 12-pack sampler. Home run. Get Island Music Company. The Guitar of the Week. That incredible Jackson wild card soloist. Limited edition. Get down to Island, check it out, and take it home before it's too late.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, man. Then we had Sean Kirkpatrick on the phone doing everything Sean does, and it was just fantastic talking to him and catching up with him, man.
Always great, man.
So,
Been stellar all night, man.
it has been, man. We took a little break. We're back here in the studio. Now we're going to get on past guru guest Jay Shade, and we're going to talk about this past weekend in Southern Maryland and what happened with him and just let him air out his side of the story, man. I think it'd be kind of good for the community to hear.
Yeah.
So, dude, give me some soothing tones and I'll get it cranking.
All right, everybody. Featured guest of the week, Jay Shade from the band Social. Coming on right here at Southern Maryland Guitar Gurus Show.
Ooh. All right, it's ringing, locking it in. We're going to get Jay on the program. Excited for this. Come on, Jay.
Hello.
Hey, Jay, it's Dan from Guitar Gurus. You want to go on the air, buddy?
What's going on, brother?
Hey, man, I got me and Mr. Alban. We're hanging out in the studio taping the show tonight. We're having a good time. The energy is electric, and the show is just on fire so far. So when you listen back, man, I think you're going to be digging the Guitar of the Week, what Higgy's got going on with Higgy on the beat, and Sean Kirkpatrick is always keeping it real, so it's cool, man.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Hopefully we can keep it going.
That's right, man. Mr. Alban, say hi to Jay.
Hey, Jay, how you been, man?
How are you doing, Dan?
Dude, I'm loving life as always. It is awesome to have you back here again. So thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thanks for spending time with us, man.
Yes, sir. I appreciate the support.
Hell yeah.
Good deal, dude. And that's what we're here. We're here talking about Southern Maryland music. And I want to go back to this weekend because that's why you're on the show this week, because you had an issue at a venue and it's a whole story. Instead of me getting on the mic rambling about what I don't know about, I wanted to have you on to tell the whole your side of the story and what happened, man. So the microphone's yours, dude. Tell us what's going on.
All right. I'm not going to name venues. We're just going to, we'll leave it at that. It's just the whole incident was insane. Anybody that wants to know, I mean, you can figure my schedule out and figure out where I was. But, I'm not going to trash the place. But anyway, long story short, I got called in to play there. I was recommended by another local artist. They called me, asked me to come in and play the show. So I get there, and the place is packed. I mean, full house, which I was kind of excited to see. I'm not going to lie. You get tired of playing the half-empty rooms sometimes. And anyway, we had a real nice crowd, and I started setting up, and I walked over, introduced myself to the staff, and ask them, about, how they like the volume and everything, like I do everywhere new, don't want to start off on the wrong foot.
Right.
And I played my first set, and everything's going well, and I take a break, and I go sit down at the table with my wife and a couple friends, and, we sit there for a few minutes, and, I noticed while I was playing my first set, there was a good bit of, I'm not going to say a good bit of kids, but there was probably half a dozen kids in the room.
All right.
So I was, paying extra special attention to my mouth because everybody who knows me knows I can cuss like a sailor.
Right.
I don't do it intentionally. It's just me and my personality. You know?
Right. Get
But
a little
anyway,
fired up. It just goes, yeah.
But you know, I look around and I'm not a bad guy. I'm respectable. If I see children in the room, I'm gonna watch it, which I did. Like I said, I take my break right before I get back up. I walk through the restaurant and go, through the back of the place. Now, when I say restaurant, let me clarify this. This is a bar and grill.
All right.
Okay. People did jump on the post I put online and kept saying that this is a restaurant. I'm sorry, if 50% of your establishment is a bar and you have 50 bar stools sitting at a bar and a bar full of liquor, it's a bar.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, hands down. If you want to play God Almighty, you were eating dinner in a bar.
Right.
So, but anyway, beside the point. So anyway, I went to the restroom and I kind of scanned the room when I, went to the restroom and come back, which I, pretty much walked through the whole place. And I get back up and I start playing and play a few songs, and then I stop and talk to the crowd for a second.
Right.
And I said, hey, such and such place. How's everybody doing tonight? My name's Jay Shade. My little show here is called Jay Shade Unplugged. I hope you're enjoying yourself. I want to thank you for coming out tonight. Make sure you take care of your wait staff and bartenders this evening, blah, blah, blah. So I'm going to ask you, how are you doing tonight?
Right.
And of course, when we do these acoustic shows and we're used to it, your background noise. Some people pay attention to you, but when dinner's going on, the general vibe is your background noise.
Right.
So when I said, hey, how's everybody doing? Of course, I got no response. And I'm used to that. So I just I said, well, let's try this again.
Right.
And I let it slip out. I said, how the fuck y'all doing tonight?
Oh, wow. Okay. All
right. And then everybody started cheering and clapping. I got everybody's attention, and I moved on and started playing some more songs.
All right.
Maybe, I don't know, 4 more songs into the set, and this lady walks up to me, which I didn't know who she was.
Right.
And she walks up to me and she tells me that I need to put on some music and go on break.
All right.
Well, I didn't really understand her the first time she said it to me. And I said, excuse me? And she said it again. And I said, okay. So I put my guitar down. I, popped the song on the PA real quick. And I walked over to where she was, and we walk outside into the foyer.
Right.
And boy, she commences to scold at me like I was a little elementary school boy.
Oh, wow.
And I mean, finger in my face and, telling me that she's the owner of this establishment and how dare me, what kind of, I can't remember her exact words, but basically what kind of person am I to be using that kind of language in front of a bunch of children? And I said, whoa, excuse me, ma'am, there are no children in this room. The children left before I even went on break.
Right.
And she said, regardless if there was any children in this room or not, I don't accept that in my establishment, blah, blah, blah. I said, understood, ma'am. I said, I humbly apologize. Won't happen again. You need to go in there and get on that microphone and you need to apologize to everybody in this place and blah, blah, blah. You need to do that right now.
Tough.
No problem, ma'am.
Tough spot.
I got it. I said, no problem. Like I said, I meant to offend nobody. I will go in there and I will address your crowd.
Wow.
I stick my hand out to shake her hand.
Right.
And I said, like I said, my deepest apologies won't happen again. She looks me up and down, rolls her eyes at me, and tells me she ain't shaking my hand.
Oh, no.
Wow.
And I said, okay, well, then we're done.
Yep.
And she says, what? I said, I will address your crowd, but this show is over. And I walked inside and I got on the microphone and I addressed the crowd. I apologized for, at that point, I'm going to be honest, I didn't even know what I said.
Right.
Wow.
And I didn't even know till later on that night after I posted the Facebook thing, somebody reminded me of what I said. So this whole time I'm apologizing, not even knowing what I said.
Right.
Right.
And then when somebody came back and said it was just the greeting to the room, I was like, oh, really? Come on. But it is what it is.
Yeah.
But anyway, I walked inside. I addressed the crowd. I said, I humbly apologize for dropping the F-bomb. I said, won't happen again. But unfortunately, I said, that being said, show's over. Good night, y'all, and I won't be returning. And she grabs my microphone.
Right.
And tries to start talking to the crowd. So I just stepped back and I turned my PA off.
Right.
And I started grabbing my stuff, and I grabbed my microphone from her, and I said, I appreciate if you don't use my microphone. You want to talk about coronavirus? Because at some point in time, she started trying to say that she wouldn't shake my hand because of coronavirus. But yet I watched her hug a half a dozen people, and then she put her mouth on my microphone.
Right.
So I'm like, come on. So I don't know if, she didn't like me from Jump Street or what the deal was. But, I mean, at the end of the day, it slipped. I apologize to the crowd. I did end the show. But, when I packed up, lo and behold, to my surprise, the place kind of cleared out. Everybody kind of left with me.
Well, yeah, they wanted some entertainment. They were out and about,
And then, like I said, it bugged me. I was pretty hot, but I was calm and cool about the whole thing. And then the other funny thing was, I packed up and I went inside to, I knew I had a tab. So I walked up to the bar to take care of my tab. Didn't know if I was, going to get paid for the night or not. But at that point, I didn't care.
Right.
I just walked up to the bar, and that owner person walks up to me, and she says, "You have a tab." Real nasty, And I said, "I understand that. That's why I'm here."
I'm here to pay it. I got money.
And and then she has some cash in her hand, and she goes, "Well, it's such and such. Do you want me to take it out of this?" And I said, "No, ma'am." And I laid my credit card down on the tab pad. The bartender takes it, and I give the bartender a $20 tip, tell her thank you for your service and all that, and go on my way. But it was just insane, I get home and I start thinking about it, and I'm like, there was a good amount of people in that room, and I'm going to set the story straight before rumors start flying.
Right.
So I get up and I put my post up, let me set the story straight. There were no children in that room, blah, blah, blah. And then somebody came back and said, I beg to differ. I was in the room with my 10-year-old child.
All right.
I'm not going to swear they were in the room, but I'm pretty sure I saw them leave when I was on break.
Right.
I got you. I mean,
but I'm not going to swear to that. I'm not going to. Maybe they were in the room. And like I said, when she posted that on my Facebook page, and like I said, ma'am, if you were in the room, I humbly apologize to you and your family. Yeah. I do.
And let's think about this. By the time your second set started, what time were we talking?
It was probably, I want to say it was probably 7 or 7:30. It was an earlier show.
Okay.
All right.
But
that's a fair answer.
Yeah. Then it's possible the kid was in the place.
Okay. Because I'm asking.
Yeah, it's possible. It's possible. I'm not denying that fact whatsoever. Most of the kids that were in the room when I was playing earlier were like dead in front of me.
Right.
And I saw that there was two full tables, and they got up and left when I took my break,
Right.
And, if this other family was in the back of the room, they said they had a 10-year-old and 4 teenagers with them, So.
Yeah, I'm only asking because, there's a point where it's like if you're at a bar and grill, you shouldn't have your kids with you at a certain, at a certain point.
And I agree with that, and that's, that's why I apologize. It was the professional thing to do, and it was the morally right thing to do, I didn't mean to do, it slipped. At the end of the day, it slipped. I don't do a whole lot of early evening dinner stuff,
right.
Most of the stuff I do is late in the evening.
Exactly.
And, and like I said, everybody knows me.
Yeah. I commend you for taking the upper hand and doing the right thing. When you said that, okay, I'll apologize. I'm not even sure what I did, but it's the right thing to do if that's how you feel about it. So I commend you. I commend you for taking the high road there and doing that. But then to get disrespected with the end of that's the problem.
And that's where the problem is with me. And anybody knows me. I don't mean to sound harsh or anything like that, but I try to be as professional as I can with most of the managers and owners I deal with, and most of them love dealing with me because I'm easy to deal with.
Right.
You call me, you give me your date, I show up, I do my job, you pay me, it's over. There's no drama. There's no rescheduling or me not showing up or, it's no hassle.
Right.
And I'm not going to be disrespected. You're not going to think just because I came into your place and you're hiring me to entertain your crowd that I'm your dog and you're going to kick me in the corner and treat me like so.
And
good for you.
Yeah,
Shouldn't be that way.
And the way I look at it is, you run a public establishment, big picture. That's not the first time that word's been said in that place.
No, and like I said, I don't want to bring anything up, but just recently, and I'm going to say super recently, and I'm not going to say acts or dates or anything like that. But for that little F-bomb I dropped, it was super hypocritical to do that to me when I know just within 2 weeks prior, a half a dozen F-bombs being dropped in a show.
I got you.
Somebody called me. Somebody called me right away. Soon as they said, "Oh my God, I was just there and watched such and such play their show, and they dropped a half a dozen F-bombs."
Oh, yeah,
I was like, I'm not comparing tit for tat. My situation was my situation.
Right.
I got you. I commend you for coming on the air and talking about it, really.
Yeah.
A lot of people try to hide from controversy. You're heading it straight on, and the way I look at it is like, it's one word. It's not like you went on some rant and just kept dropping, and it's just like everybody's
and it wasn't even said in any kind of derogatory way or in a derogatory manner. It was a hype line.
Yeah,
you're just trying to fire up the people, man.
Right, it was nothing short of a hype line.
Exactly.
And then the other kind of funny thing is, just to prove that, 9 times out of 10, no one's even listening half the time when you're playing these dinner shows.
Exactly.
I have a habit of changing the lyrics of songs.
Right.
And I'm not no stand-up comedian by any point, but I come up with some little creative lines to throw into songs. And as long as I have a crowd, don't have children in the crowd and stuff like that, I'll throw these lines in to see if anybody catches them.
Right.
And 9 times out of 10, nobody even catches them. But every once in a while, you'll have that person in the room, and all of a sudden they'll turn around and look at you, and they'll wait for the next chorus or something to come up and say, "Did I hear that dude just say that?"
Yep, they're paying attention.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's like, you think they're not paying attention, but they really are,
Yep.
It's like when, just for instance, in the song All Right from Darius Rucker, there's a line in there that says, the woman I love laying in my bed. And I changed it to the woman I love, but she don't give head. And it's funny, like I said, out of 9 out of 10 people won't even catch it.
Yeah, that's the difference between a girlfriend and a wife. That's what that is.
Exactly.
Oh man,
welcome to the world of being married for 20 years, my friend.
This is so trivial to me because, we've all played shows where we just wanted to see if people were paying attention. It's like, how the fuck is everybody doing? Yeah, it's not like, it's a completely different thing if you look out and you go, "Hey, everybody, fuck you."
Right.
That's different, F-bomb.
Dude, just before...
Right. I didn't say, "Hey, did you hear me fucking talking to you?"
Exactly.
Right.
That's a whole different thing.
It wasn't, like I said, it was, and I, like I said, I had to be reminded of what I said. I really didn't know until, like I said, it was probably 11 o'clock that night before I even knew what I had said.
Well, thank you for your honesty on this.
Well, my thing is, if the owner of the establishment was so offended, why did they wait so long to come get you to issue the apology? Why wasn't it like
that was the other thing that got me too, because this whole incident, from the time it happened, songs, it went on like a few songs and.
Right, that's what I'm saying. It's like if you said the F-bomb, started playing the first song, and before the song ended, she was there ready to get you, I could understand her frustrations, but it seems like her waiting a half hour to come get you. It seems kind of, I don't know, man.
There's something fishy about that.
Something's not right.
Yeah.
I think someone in the crowd probably just had an attitude issue, complained to management. And then she
I honestly think it was the person that got up on the Facebook and said that, my kid was in the room. I
Right.
think it was.
Yeah, because
I can't say it was, but I'm pretty sure it was.
who's going to seek out your post about that to put that comment on there?
Exactly. And then these are people I don't even know, and you seeked out my page.
Exactly. So
Yeah, they had it. They had it in for
and
you.
let me
man.
just tell you, dude, I play a lot of online gaming, and those little asshole kids in those lobbies, they've heard that shit. That's nothing. That's,
Oh, yeah.
that's
and like
nothing.
you said, they had, like you said, it was still kind of early in there, but, at the end of the day, that place, it's far.
Yeah, hey, well, it's good, man. When you listen back to the episode, I drop a lot of F-bombs in the beginning, so I got everybody primed up for you.
I know I do. I drop a lot, dude.
It got me. I put up an ad for I got an acoustic show this Friday, and I put up an ad for that, and lo and behold, one of the local shit stirrers got to get on my page and say, hey, well, make sure you don't drop no F-bombs. And I'm like, really? Let's just let this place know what happened. So of course I got on and I deleted it right away. And then one of my band members gets up there and puts a GIF up there that says "fuck you," and I'm like,
well, if you
man,
can't
really?
count on,
I'm like, I'm trying to run a business here, y'all.
you can't. You gotta be able to count on your band members. They're gonna have the most fun with you.
Hey, of course, of course. But then they get all upset when you start dishing it back.
Yeah.
Right. Well, dude,
You are running a business, and I understand that. And fun's fun, but at the same time, you don't want to get yourself on a list where you're shorting yourself every weekend.
I don't think that place that is on any list that he played at. I think it'll be all right.
Yeah, I wouldn't think so either. And it's kind of crazy, So one of my coworkers that I work with downtown had to like, well, if it was at such and such place, I could understand why they got so upset, because what you said wasn't classy.
Oh, like a church?
And I'm like, all right, well, where the hell was I playing?
Right. You were at church.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could get it if you played at a church.
Well,
I mean, if I was playing
hold
at
on.
a church, if I was playing down at one of the wineries or something like that, of course I'd be on my best behavior.
Right, but my thing is, and I wrote this note down while we were listening to you tell the story. If this venue had such a problem with that word and it was going to bring that kind of reaction out, why didn't they have a profanity clause in their contract with you?
Exactly.
Hey, man, we want you to play here. It's X amount of dollars, but oh my God, no profanity. That's out of the question.
Like I said, when I got there, I approached the bartender and I said, hey, what's your policy on volume? You got any special rules? You got anything special for me? And she said, no, just try to keep the volume reasonable while dinner's going on. That was the only thing she said to me.
I got you. Well, I mean, and let this lesson for other members of the community. When booking shows, have a profanity clause. Don't set yourself up. Be a part of the. Be ahead of it. Don't be behind it. I mean, would you recommend that now, Jay? Going through all this?
Yeah. I mean, if you have such a huge problem with it, I don't want people to think that I'm promoting going to shows and dropping F-bombs all night long, because I'm not. You know, I'm not about that. I'm about entertaining crowds, and I'm about doing it professionally. But at the end of the day, there's a time and place for everything. I slipped up. I said something at a time I shouldn't have. I apologize for it, but like I said, there's ways to handle things and ways not to. And if you're gonna act that way towards somebody, don't be surprised if you get the reaction that I gave you.
There you go.
I mean, hands down, point blank. If I extend my apologies to you, and you want to look me up and down and roll your eyes at me, well, then we're done.
Well, I mean, that's the unprofessional part about it on their side. It's like it's just an infraction. You didn't like it. There's no reason to judge. I just don't get that whole. That's an episode. That's a whole episode in itself. I call that the Southern Maryland fucking slant. Is what I call that. But that's another.
I'll tell you this real quick. Even listening to you just a minute ago, you're still you're still sitting here, on the side of you. You're admitting, like, hey, I'm sorry, I did what I did. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make a mess, or I didn't mean to upset anyone. So you're being very genuine in this, because that's, you're apologetic, and that right there should wipe the slate clean. This tells me that they had a problem from Jump Street.
Yep.
Yeah,
There was something wrong to begin with, and they were waiting for their moment to just strike.
Right.
Right, and I felt I almost I felt that way myself.
Something's fishy about this.
And yeah, it did. And I walked around to the wait staff when I took my breaks. Everything good, volume good. You like to make some music. Oh yeah, everything's great. Sounds good. But you never know if anybody's telling the truth on that. These days, the way everybody likes arguing, you think they tell you the truth.
It's only online, dude. It's only online now.
Right. Keyboard warriors.
Yeah.
Real life, in the face, tell me the truth when we talk. I'm not going to argue or get mad. I'd just rather hear you tell me the truth.
Well, that's the way I am. Like I said, I tell everybody, Grandma was the baker in the family. I don't know how to sugarcoat anything.
Nice.
Right.
You want to sugarcoat it, go talk to, go find Grandma.
Exactly.
My mom and dad taught me to, tell it like it is. And if you keep it straight, then you don't have to walk circles around what you said, because you kept it straight.
That's true.
That's right.
That's very
and
true.
some people find me, will say I'm harsh and say I'm an ass because I don't pull any punches, but that's just my personality. I don't know. The world's gone too soft in my opinion. If you can't just be straight about something and get something off your chest without having to tiptoe around every word out of your mouth in fear of offending somebody.
Yeah.
It just I can't deal with it.
So let's play this scenario real quick, if you don't mind.
Sure, go for it.
So let's say you're in that conversation with said owner of said establishment, and you're like, I apologize. I will apologize to everyone in here. I don't have a problem with that. I apologize to you. Let's make this right. And let's say honesty came out on the other side, and she looked at you and she says, don't even worry about it. I just don't like you. Would you be more okay with that than
Absolutely.
I'm not shaking your hand because of COVID?
Absolutely. I mean, if you didn't like what I was giving you, by all means.
Okay, yeah, that's much better, right? You just say,
by all means.
I know where you stand,
not
thank you.
everybody's cup of tea.
Yeah. Thanks for being honest. I know where I stand with you. I appreciate that.
Sir.
I'm getting my shit and I'm getting out.
Yeah, dude. I
yeah,
did.
Absolutely.
I sent a question. I sent this question twice this week and still haven't got an answer back. I sent a question to a couple people going, why do you hate me so much? Silence.
Right.
They can't answer back because they feel they don't know how to. People react outward and cowardly towards you because they can't handle stuff. And then when you ask tough questions, the silence, that's how I know they're weak. You can't answer a question for me, you're weak.
Yeah, there's something about your intelligence or your wit that's really bothering them.
Right. I said, tell me what I did to offend you so bad so I can learn from it in the future. And I got silence, dude. I got crickets. So
unfortunately about that, the answer to that is you would have to dumb yourself down to their level.
Right.
And life's not worth doing that.
No, you don't do that. You don't compromise your own integrity.
Right.
Exactly. And that just kind of boils down to what me doing what I had to do the other night by walking out.
Right.
That was a good move.
Dude. And I had to set the story, and I didn't want to set the story straight with that. There was a few people that thought that she shut my show down, and that is not the case. I walked out.
I got you. Hey,
all right, that's what we want to hear
when
about.
When she refused to shake my hand, that to me that was, and the way she said it, she says, "I'm not shaking your hand," and kind of rolled her eyes at me and walked away. I said, "Well, then we're done. Show's over."
Well, I don't. I know. I'm glad you set the record straight on you. You closed it up and packed up. She didn't shut you down.
No, she didn't shut me down. She told me to go apologize to everybody.
Right. So what I'm seeing here is, I wouldn't worry too much about what other people think about what she may have done, because we're not going to say it, but we know said venue. Or That's not a venue.
Yeah, that's a
not anymore. if it was to begin with,
Yeah.
I mean, it was a good opportunity to go in acoustic and do a good show.
Right.
Yeah, that venue will never be again on the 10-ounce 12-pack sampler again.
Yeah,
Done.
I hear you.
Dude, hey,
And it's sad, because, and I didn't even, I don't push and promote that kind of stuff, It's cool that everybody does it, because they see the place for what it is. But I had a bunch of my regulars came back and said the same thing. Well, they can hang that up. I had one couple that say, we've been there twice in the last 2 weeks and spent, over $180 in this place. We've gotten lousy service, mediocre food, but no, we're not going to stand for this. We're not coming back.
there you go.
And kudos for them because, the food is kind of.
it is
but-
what it is, dude.
Yeah.
Hey,
It-
that location's just cursed, dude. It really is.
Yep.
Well, either way, it's good that people are standing with you and supporting you because
Yeah, and I like I said, I appreciate that. But like I said, I'm not that vindictive kind of person. I don't
Sure.
wish them any foul. I don't wish them any harm. I don't wish them any bad mojo.
Right.
Do your thing. It's just we're not meant for each other, and we will no longer be doing business.
There you go.
I love it,
Well
dude.
said.
Well, dude, real quick, I want to say happy birthday to you. I know it's coming up. It's this
Yes, sir.
Saturday. So I hope you enjoy it. And before we let you go, man, promote the 2 shows. We said it earlier in the episode on the 10-ounce 12-pack
Yeah.
sampler, but while you're here, man, tell us about it real quick.
On Friday night, I'll be playing down at Stoney's Clark's Landing doing the acoustic show from 6 to 9. And then Saturday night's my actual birthday. Social will be playing down at Toots from 8 to midnight. And we got a big show in store for that. We're going to tear that place up. We're bringing in all kinds of production. We're just going to blow the roof off the place and have a good time.
Dude,
Oh, yeah.
that place needs to have the roof blown off on it because it's probably been 4 or 5 months since it's happened, dude. Social needs to go in there and just blow it up because the bands have been coming through there. They ain't been putting up the terms. Y'all just go tear it up.
Yeah, I was so shocked that real quick. We played there New Year's Eve, and it was like so strange because how do you play a New Year's Eve show from 6 to 9? And it's like, wow,
Right,
this
yeah.
is just crazy enough as it is.
Yeah.
And then we're sitting there. Is anybody coming?
That's
Anybody
surreal.
coming to the show?
Right.
And it was insanely packed and such a good time.
Yeah, dude. I was stuck in a hospital on New Year's Eve, so it's all
Ah.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, but yeah, anybody want to have a good time? Like I said, we're pulling out the full production. We're gonna have a killer light show, and it's gonna be nice. It's gonna be nice.
Awesome. Well, I know everybody here already knows the answer to this, but if you don't mind, throw a little bait out into the water so people know where to find you guys. How do we find Social?
There you can find us on Facebook at Social SOMD. You can find us on YouTube at Social SOMD, and you can find us on the web at socialsomd.com.
Plain and simple.
Love it.
So easy.
Yep, everything is Social SOMD.
Dig
Make
it.
sure you put that Southern Maryland on there because if you don't, you're going to get all kinds of crazy stuff.
I hear you. That's the half the fun of finding the
Yeah.
band.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, when I used to have the band Vertical Smile, you should have seen all the stuff that used to come up with that one.
Oh, I've Googled that. Trust me. I know all about those images.
Nice.
Well, that's funny. They had to pay me for that name because I copyrighted it when I was young.
You smart guy.
Nice. Good
So
stuff.
when they
smart
did their
guy.
little thing, they had to give me a little bit of money to release it.
Nice.
I dig it, dude. That's awesome, man. Well, dude, Jay, this has been an awesome little half hour with you. I appreciate the honesty, and everybody in the community is going to learn from this, and we're behind you, man. Appreciate it.
I appreciate it. Like I said again, guys, I can't thank y'all for the support. Y'all been awesome.
Thank you.
Good deal, man. I'm glad you appreciate it, man. I really do, man. We'll be in touch soon, but Jay Shade from the Guitar Gurus, we say thank you and have a good night, sir.
Good night, gurus. Hey, good night, everybody. Have a good one.
All right,
All right,
buddy.
buddy.
We'll
Take
see you.
care.
All right.
All right.
Dude, Jay Shade.
Jay
social.
Shade, man. Got the birthday, got the shows coming up, got the great story. Man, I love the great story.
That's my dude. I'm digging. That's why I deviated from the little what we talked about doing. I was like, this came up, and I went,
Yeah.
that's the show this week.
Very smart.
So just trying to keep it real on point, real
Yeah.
topical, kind of like how South Park does their shows, you know.
Right.
So yeah, whatever.
This was great, man. So thank you, Jay, for that. Guys, check out social. You guys know what he already told you where to go check it out. You guys already know anyway.
right. Well, dude, we're gonna shout out the sponsors. Get out of here for the night,
buddy.
But before we do that, I teased it earlier, and I wanted to talk about next week's guest.
Yeah.
You want to talk about that real quick?
Hell yeah.
Are you interested?
It's going to be an epic episode.
Epic episode. And guess what? Next week we have the man, the myth, the legend, Lynn Arion coming on the show.
That's right. Right here on the Guru Show.
Yes, musical historian Lynn Arion. It's been documented. He's been to more concerts than any motherfucker I've ever met before in my life.
That's right. And he also has seen more local bands than anyone else, too.
Yes.
As you all know, he's shown up at your shows. He comes out and he supports. He is a purveyor of community in Southern Maryland with the music scene. And this guy, we just want to have him on here so bad.
Yeah, so when I booked it, I just sent him an email. We're going to talk about your musical historian life. There is no question.
This could be the first guest that sends us questions that he wants to answer.
Well, that's what I said, because I sent him, when I sent him an email, I said, if you think of anything, let me know.
Yeah, there it is.
So we're going to have the open book. Lynn Arion's going to be here. We're going to talk about all the shows he's been to. I actually want to know his overall impressions from bands he saw in every decade.
Yeah.
I want to know about what shows stuck out to him. I got questions.
Yeah,
man.
we're going to block some time for him.
Yeah, Sean's segment's going to be cut down a little. Guitar of the Week's going to be super streamlined. I'll get Higgy in and out. He does that anyway, but all the time is going to be for Lynn, dude.
This could be a classic Gurus episode of great length.
Yeah, if it has to be, dude, because you don't get Lynn Arion so easy. I've been waiting for the right moment to have him on the show. I think having him on next week, man, we can just talk about music history, Southern Maryland, what bands he likes, what Southern Maryland bands to watch out for, because he's the guy that powers the 10-ounce 12-pack sampler every week.
No doubt. And that's just the sampler. He's got the full schedule.
Yeah.
And that thing is impressive.
It is, man. So, dude, hats off to Lynn. I know it's taken forever to get him on the show. I apologize for the length of time it's taken me to get him scheduled in. But I just wanted to get all the artists on, man. And we still have so many more to interview. But Lynn Arion next week here on the Guitar Gurus. With Dan and Dan. It's going to be epic.
Epic.
And I can't wait, man.
So if any of you are still hanging out right now, you've got the inside scoop of what won't be announced till what? Monday, Tuesday?
Next Monday at 9 a.m.
Right.
It'll come out.
So now you already know. Thank you for hanging on this long to find out.
Right. Spread the word, man. I want a lot of viewership for Lynn, man.
I have a feeling this episode's going to be very high on the viewership scale.
Right. And I guarantee this Jay Shade episode's going to be there, too.
Oh, yeah.
With Jay's people.
The last time he was on, we had a shitload of views.
It's going to be awesome, dude.
Yeah, because he does a good job of promoting.
Yeah.
When he's doing things.
And I'm sure everybody's going to be interested in what he's got to say.
Yeah,
so,
definitely.
So that's
it's a learning experience for everyone to listen in. I learned something.
Profanity clause. Protect yourself up front. Just have a conversation
There's
up front.
questions to ask. There are questions to ask.
I mean, because I'm sure if he said, hey, what's the profanity here? Because he just assumed it's a bar. It's okay. And I get that.
And that's fair.
Yeah, so that's awesome having him on talking about that stuff.
Definitely.
Well, cool, dude. Let's shout out the sponsors. Then we're out of here for the week. And guess what, dude? We're right at that hour and a half mark.
That's where we like to be.
That's where we want to be at. So that's perfect. So, dude, we got Southern Maryland Chronicle, David Higgins, Higgy on the beat. Boom. #1 sponsor right there.
That's right.
That's an awesome deal. #2 sponsor, Island Music Company, the Guitar of the Week. Epic.
Guitar of the Week.
Week. Right, dude. Can't wait to get there Friday. driving home grinning ear to ear.
That's right.
Going guitar time. Got Christopher Lane tattoos.
That's
Always
right.
rocking out the tattoo scene.
Still-
I got them on
still
my
with
body.
us.
Hey, mine haven't rubbed off yet.
That's right.
So,
They're
yeah,
still there.
Yeah, go get some ink done by Christopher Lane. He's a good dude, man.
Yep.
And they'll keep you entertained the whole time. It's like,
That's a fact.
it's weird, man. You go get a tattoo done by Chris, you get a comic rock star tattoo artist all at one time.
Yeah,
Dude, it's great.
interesting.
Dude, he will get a straight up comedy set while you're getting a tattoo done. It's fucking great, man. Dude, it's entertainment.
It is.
It's at tattoo entertainment.
Tattoo entertainment. Jeez.
Yeah, but that's Chris Lane Tattoos. Then we got Cooper Construction, Brian Cooper and the guys, man,
right.
doing their thing. Thank you, Brian, and all them.
Yes, thank you so much.
Dude.
We really appreciate that.
Yeah, definitely,
And
man.
a quick shout out to Sean Kirkpatrick for showing up every week
Oh, yeah.
for Sean in 60 Seconds.
Yeah, he's family, dude.
So there's our sponsors, there's our guests, there's our show.
That's it, dude.
99.2.
99.2, man. And we're riding out the dot shows for a while because I'm making it known now. Episode 100 is going to be when it's warm.
And it's going to be special, and it's going to be done right.
Right. So just stay tuned. Bear
Yeah.
with us. The wait. I will say this. It's like a video game that's coming out and it gets delayed for a release for a little bit.
Yeah.
There's a reason for the delay.
That's right.
Extra time means extra coolness.
That's correct.
Right.
So enjoy these 99 dot shows.
Yeah, the dot shows will be here and gone soon enough. We'll hit the 100. Everybody will be awesome and we'll be all struck by it.
It's going to be a spectacular.
Right.
We might even have Ryan Seacrest.
Now we want it to be cool. So,
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So yeah. Exactly.
That was great.
Good call. You ready to get out of here, dude?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, dude. It's the Southern Maryland Guitar Guru Show with Dan and Dan for Southern Maryland's #1 choice for entertainment, and we will check you guys next week. Thank you.